Alright, so museum was the next objective, but yeah, we're going back to the police station and the church for real this time to get the goods. I'd also possibly near gas station to see if I can get what I failed to observe before. Alright, that's the cemetery. I think we're done with that. Okay, yeah, you get gold badges if you're a cool dude who did cool stuff. I don't remember failing anything, so I don't know if I failed to investigate stuff or what, but... Okay. But yeah, we're gonna get 2 more creepypastas. 5 more clues on the killer left, 7 more plaques. I haven't gotten... Oh, okay, that's objective. Got it, so... We've only seen like half of those. Oh, alright, well... Yeah, everything's interconnected somehow, so... Oh, hey, we missed something. Ronan's parents really sound unstable. It must have been really difficult for him growing up and feeling pressure to follow the unstable criminal paths his parents walked. That's kind of big assumption, but okay. Now he's my diamond in the rough. Such a sweet soul, and strong enough to keep its sweetness with everything his parents put him through. It's rare someone with legitimate reason to be frustrated with his parents and the way they raised him and never wants to complain about it. He's such a better person than anyone realizes. Oh, he's a criminal with a heart of gold. Isn't that nice? Oh, hey. Aha! Glad we came back here.
Such a harsh refining.
So I don't expect to have that many or more of those that close to each other, but you never know. Also, any plaques along the way we might have missed. Wait, what? Oh, what is this? I did not notice that before. Okay, alright. Something new and exciting. This is why we hug the walls. Ronan and I talked about this sleepy little town and whether we both wanted to stay. I kind of thought he'd say we should move to Boston someday or even New York, but he's happy here. There's something about knowing every street corner, every brick in place. I was relieved. I think we'll be in Salem until we die. About that. Oops. Big oops. Alright, well that was worth it. Cool. I like that we are actually, at least finding things for all this stupid wandering that I'm doing. That is the precinct, right? Oh no, maybe not. That's a bookstore. Cops don't read. Cool. Yeah, there's the museum. Oh, the museum's right here too. How handy. It's just a possession thing. Check around the back. Of course, this means I'm gonna have to haul all the way across town for the church one, but I apologize for that. Oh. So I think this one's in the bathroom, and I just didn't look at the floor closely enough. That's my best guess, but I forget. Was that second floor or first floor? First floor, okay. Okay, restrooms. There it is. It's been there this whole time. How many times did we walk over that?
I can still remember my first day on the
I'm a
force.
dumbass.
Salem PD was in this tiny building on the edge of town.
Oh, so he was looks like he was a
crowded and
Civil War soldier?
completely insufficient to handle the day-to-day operations. Protecting Salem was getting harder and harder. Finally, the city decided to convert the old armory into our new headquarters. When we finally moved in, I couldn't believe how big and modern the place was. Not bad for one of the first buildings in Salem. Plus, it just felt right. It used to be the city's first line of defense in a wild frontier, and now it had resumed its post once again. Only this time in a modern world.
Pretty sure there were other defenses besides the cops, but whatever.
We settled in. And one officer reported that someone had removed his gun from his locker. It took him 20 minutes to track it down, and when he did, he found it leaning against the wall in one of the unoccupied offices. Also, the late-night station operator reported a strange phone malfunction.
Oh, those are always fun.
Occasionally, when someone would call in to report a shooting, the recording would just stop. The call would cut out, and the voice of the panicked caller would just loop over and over again until the phone was unplugged.
That's weird.
Soon it was pretty clear that these strange occurrences weren't just honest mistakes or faulty phone lines. One evening, the medical examiner came running down the hall in tears. She noticed that her scalpels and other tools had gone missing.
That's annoying.
She went to get more from the cabinet, but stopped cold at what she saw in the reflection. A ghostly silhouette of a Civil War soldier was standing over one of the corpses. She spun around. It was gone. She barely noticed how cold the room had gotten before running off.
Oops.
Of course, the guys didn't believe her. Hell, I didn't either. Till I saw it with my own eyes. I was working late and got up to get more coffee. As I rounded the corner, I saw it in the reflection of the trophy case. It was staring right at me. He lifted an old, ghostly rifle and pulled the trigger. The trophy case fractured into a spider web of cracked glass, and I took off running.
Oops.
The captain didn't believe me and docked my next paycheck to replace the glass. I didn't care if people thought I was crazy. I know what I saw.
Oh, and the rifle's in there in the trophy case.
Sometimes ask me if anyone
Looks
else
like.
has seen it since, or
Or is that a shotgun?
the specter still roams the halls.
Looks like a rifle from the butt, but
I was telling the same thing. I wouldn't know. I transferred to Boston.
good idea. Happy hour, $2 pitchers. Damn, that's not bad at all. Holy shit. $2 pitchers? I'm going to Salem. Fuck this shit. Maybe I have to get rid of the killer, but yeah. There were two like under the stairs here. It looks like we got them. Definitely tucked behind all that stuff before. There was one like right through this door. Ah, there it is. Yep, it's a dumb one. I'm the dumb one, but...
Sunday, when I got a call from the pastor.
Oh, that's grim.
He was looking for someone to fix
I
it.
thought it was a tongue in there, not a rat.
It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years. After getting hit by lightning back in '98, it suffered a bunch of fire. So, of course, I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside. As an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work.
That's gonna go well.
Tearing up the damaged floorboards. They were all bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones
Oops.
the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping.
Well, that's just great.
I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give away under her weight, so I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately. Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her. When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did.
Spooky ghost times.
Weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean.
Oops.
I
Rats gotta eat, I guess.
stopped until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her.
Damn.
Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
So all these stories are about leaving. Alright, cool. And it looks like we got 2 more stories to collect, judging by them numbers. Alright, so we're done here. Let's go to we're going to the museum.